Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sierra, and today I am going to be doing this large seahorse. I'll try to have everything linked in the description box, or at least to get you started. I do want to do a steampunk, so I'm going to run through really quick of the stuff that I may use. I don't know if I'm actually going to use all of it, but I have some of these little magenta acrylic diamonds. I have the chrome ones. I have the gold ones. I do know I want to use some of these hammered gold rings, the hammered silver rings, and then I have some of these little silver rhinestones. There's no color to it. These work perfect in resin. I have some smooth gold rings and smooth silver rings. Okay, for mica powders, I may be doing some of these colors. These are for May Spring. This is the gem. What is this one called? The yeah. This is from the gemstone collection. I might use the shiny malachite, the turquoise blue, or the purple amethyst. Other colors. This is from Eye Candy. I just decant these in these little containers that I get from the dollar store, but angel blue, Barney purple, rainbow red, and green tea. Just going to move them over here just to get them out of the way because that's going to be later. I may use some flowers, so I have some paper roses in different colors. I want to use the brighter colors, so I got those. Put these over here. I have some fabric roses. I got these years ago. Got them in different colors. I'm just going to set those over here. I have one of these little tags. It's from Tim Holtz. It says, live the life you imagined. Probably use that. And I have little tags as altered. I may use that. I do have these pulled out. I do want to use one of the 8mm eyes. I know this eye is bigger than 8mm, and I want to use this in conjunction with the eye, so I'll do that. I have some of these metal pieces. I got these again years ago. I don't know if I'll be able to find these, but I'm sure you could find these on Temu. It has a lot of these, but I just pulled out just some of the ones that I have. So I got just a variety of different ones. They're real thin. You can cut them with a pair of banged up scissors. At least that's what I use. I use my banged up scissors for these. These look like flowers. Aren't those pretty? And then I got a rose. Like I said, I don't know which ones I am going to use, but I wanted to have some stuff out to play with. I got another one of these flowers. I do have some stickers out. I have my dragonfly stickers and some butterfly stickers. Let's see what I got here. Oh, they just dumped all out, didn't they? These are just black and white dragonfly stickers. I'm not sure which ones, if I'm going to use any at all. And I have some of these DTF dragonfly stickers. So we shall see. I'm not sure about these because of the way they have to go down. But, so yeah. Move that over there. I have some buttons here. Different style buttons. I thought these would be cute. I'm going to cut the shanks off. They're just plastic buttons. And I use my wire cutters to cut those off, or my flush cutters. I have a pair of banged up flush cutters for stuff like this. I will be picking out some keys. I have a bunch of keys in here. I'll go through these when the time comes. Set that there. I have some metal gears in this container here. And I have some plastic ones in this container, like the heart. Isn't that cute? And the little clocks, I could cut some of the shanks off. Some of them still have it, but yeah. So that is what I'm going to use. I am going to turn him this way, or her, whatever. And I am going to put some UV resin down and secure the eye. I'll probably have to put the UV light on. Let's see what we can do. So I am going to use Bond Crafter UV resin. I just want a little bit in there. And it's just a little round pupil eye. Seahorses have, I looked it up, they have the bulging eyes. And so I just want to make sure I get that down in there, like so. I'm going to give it a cure with this. I'm going to pull out my big UV light and I'm going to continue curing him, and I'll probably do that off camera. So I'm going to mix up about 4 ounces of resin. I'm going to continue curing this under the big UV light, and then I'll be back for the next step. Okay, I am back. I did mix up 5 ounces of resin, and I add just a tiny bit of blue dye, like a little, less than a full drop of the blue dye to this. I've seen Renee do that, and all that's going to do is, because all resins yellow over time, and adding the blue helps offset the yellow that eventually will come to your projects. So I did mix up 5 ounces. I do want to get a nice layer down. I obviously mixed up too much. We'll see. So I was only going to do 4 ounces, and then I thought about the dunking and stuff I have to do, so I went with 5. Let me get a pair of tweezers. Let's see if these work. I know they normally don't work very good. I'm just going to dunk that in. I'm going to set that over the eye. It has been cured on the top and the bottom. I did run this resin through my vacuum chamber. Let's pick out some more gears. I do want to let this gel up just a little bit, so I'm going to add the flowers. Add some flowers. I haven't recorded anything in so long. I feel like I'm out of it. So the girls are in school, which is great. I'm going to get out some flush cutters. These flush cutters are not my best ones. They're my mangled ones. I don't want to use my good jewelry ones with uncured resin. So let me cut some of these little layers off some of these flowers, and I will be right back. Let me dunk some of these, and we're working backwards. Okay, I don't know if I like that or not, but we're going to stay with it. I'll bring this up. There we go. Don't want to add any keys or anything like that because they're too heavy. So I'm going to let this gel up, but in the meantime, I'm going to sprinkle some of these silver. If anybody has a source for a good pair of tweezers to be used in resin, let me know. I would greatly appreciate it. Sprinkle some of these gold ones in. Now I can do some of these rings. Let's see what we got here. I like the hammered ones. We'll try those first. Get them in different sizes. Now I'm going to put some more resin in. This is all going to shift. So let's see what we can do. I'm going to let it set up for about an hour. And then once it's done setting up, we'll come back in and put some of these heavier bits in there. I don't want them just to sink to the bottom of the mold. Okay, it's been about 2 hours. I did come in and I put in a couple of these, the light plastic gears, just a few. And I did sprinkle in some of these magenta color acrylic diamond things. I'm going to put this in. It says, I think I already read it once, live the life you imagined, because I do want this to be seen. So, and the resin has gelled up. It is not cured, but it's gelled up enough. It still may sink, but I don't think it'll sink all the way through. I think I'm going to go with the Imagine. I'm going to stick that, let's do it right here. Okay. So, I want to pick out some keys, just some little keys. And I've been collecting these keys for a long time. So, I'm going to put this one in like so. Let's put this one in up here. Like, well, let's go this way. Cute. I have some smaller ones. Let's drop some of these in. This one. I'm going to drop that in right there. This little tiny one. We'll drop that up. So I want to get these heavy pieces in. Like that. And that one. I'm just going to let them stick to the resin. And then when I pour the next layer, they won't float. Or these won't float anyway, they're heavy. I'm going to let this set up for another hour or so. And then I will be back to do the next, pour some more resin and do the next layer. So I want to add some more of these, and I want to add some stickers and stuff in there. It's been just over an hour since I last turned on the camera. I'm going to take some of these. I have a pair of old scissors, and I am going to cut these. They're real thin, but you have to be careful because they do get sharp. So I want this one cut. Okay, and let's cut this one. I'll cut a couple of these. Got that one. And I have a feeling these are going to be a big bubble promoter. That one, I think that's all I'm going to do. All right, I got some flowers here I want to use. I want to use some more flowers. That one fell apart. Let me get a different one. Like I said, these flowers are really old. So let me just cut it from the stem. I have 5 ounces of resin here. I did add some of the blue dye to it. I'm going to add that in like so. I don't know how much resin this holds, but I want to have, what am I trying to say? I want to have enough space to add a 3rd layer. So I think I'm gonna stop right there. Yeah, all right, let me see. I'm going to dunk some more of these. I want some more of these flowers. And I'm going to apologize in advance. You may hear my granddaughters are home from school. Got a roast in the crock pot. That thing is smelling so good. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to, I don't know how that will fit. Let's see. That might be too high, so I am not going to do that. I'm just going to put these here. This mold isn't as deep as it looks, as it appears. So let me just get these out. I'll be right back. Let's try some of these. And then I will come in and put some more gears in. Might just do all that now. Let me add some of these, not the butterfly. I decided against that. And I decided against the buttons. Like I said, this mold isn't as deep as it appears. So I think I want to do this with my frog or my fish, a beta. I think I might do this again, but with the frog or the beta. Let me know in the comments if you want to see the beta fish or the frog in Steampunk / flowers. I'm not going to take these out. I'm just going to place them in. You find a smaller one than that. This one's cute. Just don't want to get resin on these. Let's put this one here like so. Just want a couple of these. this one. Put that in here. This little one. We'll put like this. No. There we go. Okay, what next? I want some more of these. And some more of the gold ones. Just don't want that on me. Now for some gears. Okay, I'm going to let this cure up for a couple of hours. Then I'm going to come in and just put a real thin coat to cover some of the stuff, and then we'll go on to the next step. So I'll probably pour the next little layer on off camera. So it's just going to be a clear coat, and then we'll come in with the mica powders. So I will see you for the next step. Okay, it has been a few hours, so it's still kind of tacky, but it should be cured enough to go in with some of these colors. So I'm going to start off with the shiny malachite. Apologize if you can hear my air purifier and my fans going, but they are necessary. We're going to see how far I get with this. Because I don't know how much this is going to stick. I might have to put some isopropyl alcohol down. So let me do that. Let me see if I can do it this way. I don't know. So I'll probably time lapse this. Yeah, I'm going to be spraying alcohol on it and then tapping it down. Get these colors in there. So get some more color out. That is such a pretty color. So yeah, I'm going to time lapse it and I'll put what color I'm using. I'll hold it up to the camera so you can see what color I'm using. Okay, I have 6 ounces of resin mixed, or poured and mixed. I did not run it through my vacuum chamber. Okay, I don't know if what I'm about to do is going to ruin this, or if you're even going to be able to see through this. I'm going to add some black pigment. Let's get that mixed in. That looks good. Now I'm going to add in some black glitter. It's a holographic glitter. I'm also going to add a couple drops of clear Elmer's glue to suspend the glitter. That's going to make it like a slime. I did 2 little drops. I'm going to add 1 more little drop in that. There we go. Close this glitter up before I make a mess. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, and I will hit this with my heat gun to pop the bubbles and be back for the demold. I will see you shortly. All right, this is cured. Let's see what we have. I'm hoping that I didn't. I'm hoping that I picked the right color going with the black. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to prevent the light coming through. I may have to cure the eye some more, but we will see. That came out easy. There's a mold that needs some cleanup. Okay, I turned on another light before I turned it over. That's what the back looks like with the glitter. I don't think the glitter is going to show up through the other side because of the mica powder. And that's why I used the glue, because had I not used the glue, all this glitter would have just sunk and you really wouldn't see it. So let's see what we got. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Look at how pretty. Look at the eye and the gear. I love how that turned out. You can see all the layers of the gears. Absolutely beautiful. You can see the Imagine tag, but you can't read what that says, unfortunately. Flowers. The gears, look at the colors. I love that mica powder. Absolutely beautiful, better than I expected. There's that, was that the little filigree metal that I cut. Just gorgeous. I hope you like it. You think I should put some gears on the outside, or do you think I should just leave it alone? I like it as it is. Absolutely beautiful. Let me know what you think. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please do in the comment section down below. I will be having a 5,000 subscriber giveaway. That will be my next video. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And to my subscribers, I truly appreciate you. And you'll have a great day and God bless. Bye.